Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Show and Tell with me, NomadNeil. Today we will be making a how-to video on how I make my clutch bags. So we're going to be making a local 420 clutch bag. So that's the denim fabric for the top outside. It's 3 inches by 8 inches. The bottom base of the bag is 2 inches by 8 inches. 7-inch zipper. The interior fabric is 5 inches by 8 inches. Strap is 2 inch by 12 inches. And then I use 1/2 inch braided elastic. And coffee. Gotta have coffee. I also have the 3-inch strap for the key ring, but one is already made, so I just have to make the wrist strap. Fold it over, and fold it over again, and then it folds over, just like binding. I'm just wrapping it around the braided elastic for durability. Front and back stitch. And then I stitch as close to the edge as I can get. Same thing on the other side. Now we're going to sew the denim to the faux leather checkered fabric for the base to make the outside of the bag. I use a 3/8 seam allowance. Times 2. So we make right sides facing each other. So after we sew it, we fold it over like I just did. And no seam is shown. No thread is shown, I should say. Mishap with the bobbin. Perfect. Sometimes you just run into a problem, you just gotta re-thread it. Alright, now comes the zipper. You can use a zipper foot, or this one, the needle moves left to right, and one hand to the left. I have this fabric right side facing up, and the zipper right side facing down to the edge. We're going to put right sides together. This one has a tag, the other one doesn't matter. It's black on black. So it's going to be facing down. Right sides face together. And I just stitch as close as I can to the zipper. Pass the zipper by, so you can hit the foot, knock you off, and then fold it over, press the seams down. For the second part, you put the liner down first, opposite as the first. Put right sides together. Just like that. And then this facing down. So once it's sewn, you fold it over, and you won't see the stitch. I was about to say seam again. Front and back stitch, everything lined up, stitch as close to the zipper as possible. Pass the zipper back. I'm also holding the zipper so it doesn't pull the side that I'm sewing. Just gotta get it past the foot. She's lined up. Keep going. Alright. We are ready for the 6-pin needle back. Or if you use the zipper foot, you change back to your regular foot. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Now I'm going to put the right sides together once again. I do it with the zipper facing me. The actual zipper part is on this side facing it. And I line up the bottom seam between the denim and the faux fabric. Faux fabric. It's real fabric. It's faux leather. And then we're going to pin it on the side. So line that seam up. Once I do that, I spin it around, grab the zipper, and pull it open. And zip it closed a little bit. The reason for that is you need an opening because we're going to sew the bag closed and then we have to turn it inside out, the right side in, whatever. And if you don't open the zipper, you're going to have a hard time. I've been there. I've been learning. That. I'm going to pin the bottom. And if you put the zipper open too much, it'll be too close to the side, and then you're going to hit it. So I like to go all the way and then close it just a little bit. And I'm folding the zipper down. Lay it flat. Pin. Spin it back around. Pin the other side. Call it 6-pin line. Take 6. You keep it simple here. It seems there's local 420. Alright, now we're all pinned up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess we don't need to pin. Guess we're just gonna sew it. This part I use a 5-inch seam allowance. That allows more fabric here for when we cut, leave the opening. So then we fold it over and then you get this top stitch. But we need at least 5/8 inch fabric to work with. So front and back stitch about 2 inches in, 3 inches, whatever. Just gotta leave a big enough hole to turn the bag inside out. Once I get to the zipper I stop. Time to add the straps. I always make my bags have the seam facing downwards. Everything's the same. Yeah, every bag is mostly uniquely different. These ones are pretty much the same. And then the keyring goes right below it. Same thing. Seam facing down. Doesn't matter, it's just how I do it. Now I do a front and back stitch and then a zigzag stitch to the right of this stitch to secure the straps. Switch to zigzag. Back on. Continue on. Some about a 1/2 inch seam allowance, but it's more just staying and making the border, and then you're going to trim the edges. Side, 5/8 seam allowance. So I left an opening. It's for us to turn it inside out. Alright. Cover the hole. That will fit perfectly. Nice cut. Just going to do a top stitch over it. As close to the edge as you can get. edges, front and back stitch, tied it off. Now that one will come undone. What's left is to add a keyring. Stapling removal works awesome. So easy. There you go. Local 420 clutch bag. Thanks again for joining us. Thanks again for joining us at Seamsters Local 420 with Sew and Tell with there's too many. Thanks again for joining us with Sew and Tell with Nomad. Thanks again for joining us at Sew and Tell. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.